Hey everybody. Let's see here. Still kind of setting up a little bit. Hopefully you can find me. I'm a little late. Chrome wouldn't let me on. Oh, good. Seeing some people come in. Great. Wow, we have a really cool one today. I'm going to teach you some magic. Some real magic that really works. Some angel magic, and specifically we're working on finances today. I pulled a card actually about what kind of magic are we doing, what kind of manifesting, and this is the card I got, financial flow, people, financial flow. And I was like, hails to the yes, because just this morning I was actually doing the exact ritual that I'm about to teach you. And I shit you not, within 20 minutes, I found and I still don't know where this check came from, a check for $300. Uncashed check for $300. And I don't even know, I'm like, where did this check come from? It just was like in a pile of papers. I see this check, and it was like from March that I never cashed apparently. And I look at the company, I don't even recognize it, but it's written out to me. So this ritual is very close to what I did this morning. To just, it's always good to put intention behind your financial flow, even if you're in a good place, because money fear can come up to all of us, especially right now on the planet. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. So money fear is kind of like a big one right now on the planet. And as our economy slow down, I think Spirit is really wanting us to address how important it is to shift your energy around money, even if you have incredible wealth, but maybe it's just you're afraid of losing all your money, or you could use a little bit more money. So I'm going to teach you a quick process for you to work with today. That again, this is angel magic today. Maybe we're just going to keep doing angel magic. But so I did this ritual this morning. For those of you who are just joining, I did this ritual this morning, the one I'm about to show you. And it was to open up my financial flow and to help shift my energy so I don't start panicking about cash and everybody's cool in my family and all that stuff. So I'm always doing like support with the angels and protection for my family and stuff like that. So this morning was specifically financial flow or finances, and within 30 minutes I found an uncashed check for $300. Okay, so I'm going to teach you exactly what I did. Because we need magic, people. So word on the street is that there's a spiritual awakening going on. Hi, Jen. Yeah, you're going to dig this, okay? You're really going to dig this. Can you freaking believe it? I couldn't believe it. I haven't done like a wealth ritual in so long. So I don't know. It just like came over me. And then also, if you guys weren't here, I pulled a card right before I came on, and it was this card, Financial Flow. So angels really want to support each of you. It's not just, they're kind of showing me it's not just about making more cash, it's about being like a funnel for energy to flow through you, like opening yourself up to really allow goodness to come through. Tracy, this is a live stream, so it'll be it'll be saved. It'll be saved. People are like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, my candle was just about to burn my freaking speaker wire. All right. Okay. So everybody can hear me? Okay. So who's excited about opening up to more financial flow? Abundance is a good thing for all of us. Again, I don't care how much cash you have. There's always room to flow, if you will. And sometimes, it's literally, they're working on financial flow today. I wonder what the astrology is today. So good to see you, Tammy. Okay, new moon. Yeah, so we are rocking some wealth magic today, people. And So here's the thing, the word on the street, spiritual awakening going on. A lot of you are a part of it, especially if you're in this group. You're being called to kind of take your spirituality deeper, right? More, create an actual relationship with spirit, not just, pray to God whenever it's convenient for you, or whenever, you're hurt or someone's hurt, but an actual relationship. So spirit, how you want to feel about spirit is that they're like your lover, okay? Not to be gross or anything, but it's like, boyfriend, girlfriend, father, mother. It's like a relationship. And, there's a lot of different relationships we can have, right? A lot of different ways we can process that relationship. But spiritual awakening folk, how many of you identify with being someone who's had a spiritual awakening or is currently going through one? Yeah. Hi, Sonia. Good to see you. You need a flood. Katie needs a flood of flow. I know. I mean, sometimes I'll be honest with you. I could do a lot more manifesting and wealth stuff and magic stuff and money stuff. And I know people would come to that shit. People would buy it up. And I always feel, to be honest, I feel like, a little slutty if I do things like that, because I know it's going to work. And then, I don't want to do things just because I know people will come to it. I want to do things that feel in alignment. So lately the money thing has felt a lot more in alignment. So I'm glad that I get to, I got the green light and doing some money magic with you guys, Shazam. And I do manifesting behind the scenes all the time. And so I think I might be coming a little bit more out of the closet and be sharing some more actual magic with you. So I wonder if that's what we'll do next Wednesday too. So, okay. Oh, Michelle's going through one. Leighton's going through one. Okay. Rochelle currently, Danita. Yeah. See, like spirit always brings me people who are like getting into some stuff right now. And Angie's saying, I tried your 7-day miracle challenge and it reawakened my spirituality so much. So I actually had signs given to my questions. I learned a few things too. Yeah. Actually, a lot of the programs that I do are designed to help you awaken spiritually, because that's what really saved literally saved my life, is having a miracle happen and then walking the path of a mystic, essentially. And the path of mystic can be a little lonely at first. So that's why I love to build communities like this, so that we can all gather, because I know that people are cracking open, they're embracing their spiritual gifts from all walks of life, hardcore Christians and Muslims and all those people. There's people waking up within those religions. I have a new podcast, by the way, called The Golden Vine, and I just interviewed his episodes, I think coming in 2 weeks, but this guy who's like, Mormon, and he's a wonderful man, and he's having a spiritual awakening. He's being called to Peru, and I actually took him on a plant medicine journey to Peru last year, and he had this huge awakening, and now he's having to rectify these two fronts, like the old religion, his religion, the traditional values of his culture, right? Because, wow, he lives in Utah, so he's surrounded by Mormon, by the Mormons, and not all of them are super open-minded. And so people who are often having a spiritual awakening are surrounded by people who are not having a spiritual awakening. So I am just, wanting to share, just talk to you about, just honor it, honor that you're going through the spiritual awakening, and that you have options and communities, and there's people that understand what you're going through, and you don't have to go through it alone. A lot of times when you're having a spiritual awakening, you become more sensitive to energy and to other people, even to people that you love. You become more sensitive to them. That definitely happened to me in my marriage, where I was just like, wow, I just just the energetic dissonance was, and he's like super nice. And it took me a long time to like just claim it and own it and work through that in a very fascinating way. It's a whole other live stream. But So you might have to make changes, when you're doing your spiritual, when it's going on. You may have already gone through a lot of changes and had to kind of shift your relationships, let go of people who are just mean, who are toxic. Maybe they don't get you. Something I want to say, though, is that if you're in the phase where you've just shed a bunch of people, don't leave hope out that those relationships can come back later on. It's like you are changing the contract with the people around you. Your intuition is increased. Your standards have changed, and so often we're the ones like getting a little butt hurt and being like, all of a sudden we have a boundary. We didn't have a boundary before. So people are going to be a little upset about that. That's okay. But if they're really people that you love and that you're meant to, please, that mean something to you, please don't write people off so quickly. Just give spirit space to work its magic with your relationship. Especially those really painful ones, people who are letting go or having to let go of siblings or at a certain phase in the spiritual awakening, you feel like no one understands you. And that's not true. The truth is you might be acting like an asshole, and so you really got to check yourself and get out of the whole, like, no one understands me, and have compassion for the people who are responding to you differently, because a lot of times it's very triggering. If you're like a medium and you're talking to dead people, all of a sudden you come from a conservative background, that's going to trigger people. But the true love relationships will continue. And so leave your heart open for those. Don't just write people off because they act a fool. Because they're babies, we're all babies and we tantrum sometimes. And I don't want you to start walking that lonely path, because you don't have to be alone. And you start attracting other spiritual badasses into your life too. So no worries there. Hi, Andrea. So hopefully that was what they wanted me to talk about regarding the spiritual awakening is helpful to you, or to some of you at least. Okay, so I'm just realizing I'm like talking on this big ass microphone here. I don't need to because I'm streaming from my phone. Oh, did you see my new microphone though? Hello, Golden Vine. That's my new podcast. So subscribe to that. I have a new episode coming out. It's called The Golden Vine. So I told you about the Mormon guy. So he talks about his story, about what it's like to be in a conservative town, traditional, and how he's cutting a pathway where he can include both his old culture, his old religion, and invite people into what he's into, like into the new stuff. So he's actually planning his own retreat. He's taking like 12 Mormons out to Peru so they can go trip balls on San Pedro, this wonderful plant medicine. So I'm so happy the way things are going. I know we get a lot of bad news, but that's some of the good news, is that there's an awakening going on. People are waking up whether they like it or not. And I like it. You like that mic, Jen? I know it's so silly. It's so like legit, right? When I'm interviewing people, I feel so much more like an interviewer when I have that on. Okay. So, God, I wonder. I hope my phone is charged enough for this. Oh my God, what if it's not? Whew. All right, because I can't see my bars. Because I had to do this phone thing at the last second because my computer wasn't allowing me. So let's hope that that's plugged in. How much would that suck? Okay, so if this live stream ends, because I can't see, and I'm afraid to like get out of here, so I can't see my bars. If this live stream ends somehow, I'll come back. Okay, so look for my second one. It'll say Angel Magic live stream 2 or something. Okay, but I'm trying to plug it in right now. I just can't tell if it's working. Oh my God. Okay. So, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning and oh my God, you could probably tell I'm puffy, but I woke up okay, how's that? Am I back? Okay, so I woke up at 2 o'clock and I haven't gone back to sleep. So sometimes that happens to me when I'm doing big channeling. Okay, so If you're just finding me, we're doing angel magic today. We are doing angel wealth magic. Just fucking going for it, right? Shit. I mean, we could ask for peace. We could ask for harmony for the planet, right? We could ask for the health and healing of our dear brothers and sisters. But instead, we're going to ask for some cash and some financial flow. So it's good to mix it up. Good to mix it up. Nothing wrong with the little cash flow. Okay, so I had, I see there's a lot more people here than were earlier in the call. So I just need to say the angel ritual we're about to do, I did this morning myself to open up financial flow, which is a really beautiful thing to do, even if you have plenty of cash, because what it does is it shifts your energy around money. So right now we're with an economic decline. A lot of us are tripping out. Even if you have money in the bank, it's like, how long will it last? So it's always good to like bring love into your situation and bring magic into it. And so I pulled a card for you guys before I hopped on, and I was already going to teach you the ritual. I didn't have a focus necessarily, but they want you also to work on financial flow. So that's why we're letting go of peace. No peace today. No harmony today. Today's just money, cashola. So right after I did my my ritual, I found an uncashed check for $300. It's $279 from this company. I don't even know who the company is, but it was like this March. Apparently, I got an envelope and I forgot to cash it. So I'm saying this shit works. And, you know, most of the shit that we do does work. Yes, Rachel, this is a live stream. So if you need to watch this again, it's somewhere here. It'll be somewhere here in the group, and I'll try and like post it as an announcement. Yes, Rosa, financial flow in our bank accounts. Okay, so because I wasn't sure what we were doing right till the very end, I drew out a symbol. And I did it by hand, which means it looks really gnarly and bad. But I'm hoping you can use your imagination to fill in the blanks. So some of the magic we're doing is really kind of based on forms of chaos magic and old school magic, you know, back from the old grimoires, where they had different methods of harnessing and focusing your mind juice. And so spiritual awakeners, if you are a spiritually awakened person, you have a lot of energy, okay? You're very powerful. Your mind is powerful. You may not even know that yet, or know that to the extent it is. So what makes magic and ceremony and ritual and all the things that I teach so important is that it helps concentrate your energy and put it in a direction where you want it to go, as opposed to where you don't want it to go. So right now we're in the middle of doing a 21-day ritual called the Soul Cleanse. I think we're right in the middle, maybe towards the second third of it. A lot of people are having some pretty cool things happen for them. And a huge part of that is because they're focusing daily on detoxing, on letting go of shit, letting go of pain, letting go of all of this stuff. So as a magical human, you need to start claiming it and owning your magic, and start learning everything you can about harnessing your spiritual juice and begin to focus it in a certain direction. Right now, they're just giving me a real floppy feeling, you know, they're just saying like some of you guys have been like flopping around, acting like you're a victim of some shit, right? And look, I definitely have a life, and I have lots of things happen to me that convince me that I'm a victim much of the time, but I don't stay there. That's where you have to let go. Okay, we got to shift this energy around this. Yeah, I lost my job. Okay, lost my job, but I still got to shift my energy, because you are the magician, and the highest magic comes to you when your energy's right. Okay, when you're like elevated, or you're chill, you know, like neutral. Neutral is a really great way to be. And so, today's you honoring yourself as a magician. Okay, magic with a K, not just sleight of hand magic, but magic with a K. And how are you going to focus your energy? So your daily, just like a daily meditation practice is so good. You know, a daily call on your angels is so good. A daily set your intention is so good, right? So I told you this morning I wanted to work on financial flow and shifting my energy around that to make sure I'm in alignment with financial flow. And that's what the invocations that I do and any angel ritual that I do, it helps you be in alignment with whatever it is that we're talking about. Okay. So what do I want to say? What else do I want to say about that? Okay, so you're magical. Own it, claim it, but it doesn't, you got to work your magic. And often spirit will give you, like, to me, the highest form of magic is when you begin manifesting things that are beyond your wildest dreams. Like you couldn't even like come up with that shit. It's like mind blowing. Okay. And again, you cannot really do that if you're just floppy doppy, flopping around, acting all victimized and butthurt and all that stuff. You have to stand up, or at least get back on your knees, get off the ground, get back on your knees, start crawling somewhere, So angel ritual in general helps shift energy around all of any situation. So how do you feel about your money right now? Check in with yourself because we're about to do the ritual. I want you to feel how you feel about your money sitch right now. How do you feel about it? And let me know. And really let your body show you how you feel about it. How do you feel about money in your body? Does it kind of get tensed up when you really think about it? Your solar plexus, your stomach might start like tightening up, or your shoulders might start rising to your ears. So I'll give you a minute just to really feel the power of money and what's happening to you with it. What's your attitude about it? Uncertain. Lauren feels uncertain. Katie feels good. So Katie, if you feel good with money, just make sure you're also checking your body signal, because you might consciously feel good with money, but then sometimes our unconscious mind has a lot to say. So I just want to invite you to feel into if there's any part of your body that's tensing up. Leighton is saying there isn't enough, and I feel really tense. It's only paper. Okay, so some people are feeling lack or feeling fine. Adela has a little tightness in the chest. Okay, so remember I told you I drew this scrappy little thing for you? It's really scrappy, so I'm a little ashamed of myself, but I'm going to share it with you anyways. Jeannie says, I have money, but I don't feel like it's mine, right? So you guys are noticing like here. So see this? So it should just be like a single line. You could probably find, I don't have a printer here. This isn't like, I'm only half moved into this house, so I don't have a printer. See that? It's like two concentric circles. So at home, you can make yourself a pretty one, or find one online, print one out. It's kind of the outside of what old magicians would call a sigil. And there's symbols in it. There's nothing in it. I left it blank for you. And so Sonia's making herself small. Yeah, it's cool to really feel into that, right? So how I like to use these is like they're, mirror on the wall, tell me who's the fairest of all kind of thing, like magic mirror. So this is like a magic window. And so you look through the window. So when you have your circle, you can look through mine today. But you imagine that the angel that you're talking to, that you want to talk to, is on the other side of this. So this morning, I didn't even talk to an angel. I went straight into source. And so I imagined that this opened up a window or a portal directly into the creative life force of God, like creator. And so I focus. So I'm going to ask you to do that. Although it was Archangel Raziel really wants to help you with your magic, just manifesting in your magic too. So we're calling on them both. And Adrian was literally just thinking of sigils. It's time, Adrian. Sigil time. How cool is that, right? So powerful, potent magic can happen when you just focus. So what this does is it helps focus your mind. And what's great about this ritual, you keep your eyes open. So it's so different from some of the ones that I teach, right? Okay, so here you go. So I'm going to walk you through some steps. First, I want you to kind of state what you want to change. Think of what you want to change. Oh, Sonia, can you use a real mirror frame? Yes, you can. You can do whatever the hell you want. So juicy, right? Okay. Just in he helps with Raziel, A.A. Raziel helps with like esoteric wisdom, you know, like magic, sixth plane, like all the like Akashic records, things like that. So he's got all the answers. Heidi's saying angel of mystery. Okay, so you got the problem. I'm going to walk you through 4 simple steps. You're not going to believe how easy this is. So you're going to look through. I want you to look through as if you're peering into bright, tingly light, like a giant, vast space of bright, tingly light. Try and choose a focus point so you can just focus on the center here, and you're going to peer right through it. And we're going to call on creator of all that is, Archangel Raziel. We're going to ask that all of these people be blessed financially with financial flow, help them feel better about their finances, help them be magnets to flow, and help them really embody the flow of the abundant universe. And so you're going to project the feeling that you have about money, even if it's toxic, scary, or even if it's good and fine, you want to project and you want to say, help me with this, right? So you want to send that through the portal. I need help with this. And I want you to really feel a feeling about it, right? So if you feel crappy, you're going to project that in there. Like, I need help with this. So magic in the universe responds to your emotions. So you want to doesn't always have to be pretty, as long as it's an emotion, an authentic emotion. Please help me solve my finance. Help me be magnet to money. Help me attract more money. Help me open up to the flow of money. Please help me stop this feeling, or help me open up to new feelings. So however it is that you want to say. And I want you to imagine that Raziel's on the other side of this portal too. You guys are doing great. I could feel this paper swirling. It's like zzz, starting to zing. So you got that feeling, right? The next step is that you make a decision to change it, especially if it's like kind of in the negative. If your feeling was negative, you make a decision to change it. You don't know how you're going to change it except through the work of Creator, through God, through the angels. So I'm deciding right now to change this reality. I'm going to change it. And I want you to feel the sense of making a choice, right? Remember, you're powerful. So I want you to feel the decision being made, feel it in your body. I am changing this through the power of God, of the angels, of Jesus, whatever works for you. And as you make that change, I want you to kind of focus on the outer circle. Focus on the outer circle. Make that decision, make it strong, and wait till you feel it. I'm deciding that through this magic, through angel magic, I'm changing my relationship. I'm opening up to even more abundance. I am abundance. I'm making that choice. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, you guys are getting it. The next step is that I want you to embody right now that the problem is resolved. Let yourself feel the overflowing abundance happening right now in your body right now. You want to keep focusing. You can move it back to the center now. Keep your eyes open, but you want to feel like this money flow is happening. You got the job. Better than the job, you got magic money flying at you from weird places, like the cash I just found this morning. Feel it resolved. You feel that and go, oh, God, phew, thank God. Thank God that's over. That was a close one. Thank God that's over. Whew. I feel good about money. It's resolved. Isn't it wonderful? Aren't you so grateful? So then slather up a little gratitude. So grateful that magically this thing is resolved and I knew exactly how to do it and made it happen and I feel so awesome. So grateful. Okay, now here's a cool step, even better. You're going to keep looking, draw your eyes to wherever you want to draw them. And now you're going to fast forward like 20 years from now. 20 years from now, you're going to stand in the truth that you have resolved this money flow problem, that you are overflowing with cash. I want you to feel your abundant self 20 years from now, 10 years from now. How does it feel? And you know how when you get through even the worst trauma, you can have someone very close to you pass away, you let 10, 20 years go by, and it's like, wow, I really survived that. And somehow the gravity feels less. Let's say you went through like the worst breakup of your life, and you were sure you're going to die. You can't live without this person 10 years, 20 years later. It's just like a cute little moment in your life. It's just a sweet little thing. That was a cute little hiccup. Wonder what happened to that guy. Whereas before, it was just like this devastating thing. So that's what we're going for. We're going for it 20 years from now when this whole thing is so freaking like not even an issue, right? Finances, who cares? You're overflowing with cash. Thank goodness. That was awesome. That was a great learning I went through. Remember how awesome that got solved? That was magic. That was pure magic. Okay? And so with that, once you can feel that, then you're done. You thank spirit, you thank angels, you party, and you wait for magical inspiration for cash, magical money opening up. But check how you feel. Do you feel a shift? Do you feel a shift in your body compared to where you started? That's the key. You got to shift your energy around it. And know that you've just done some really powerful work. Again, spiritual awakening people, hello. When you focus your mind and you do it properly, amazing things happen. Amazing things happen. So this is a live stream, which means it's on replay. So if you need to remind yourself of the steps, please come back and do it again. Do this with the money thing at least 3 days straight, okay? At least 3 days straight. Do 7 days straight. And with these little magic circles, you can ask for anything. It doesn't have to just be financial flow. So what else do you need? Keep working your angel magic is what I'm saying. And Joanne says, my solar plexus feels so much better. Michelle saying, I feel joy about it. And Rochelle saying, I feel the shift. Yeah, thank you. So shifting your mind, your heart, your soul, like nothing in the outer world changed. It was you that changed. And now your outer world can start aligning to that shift that happened inside of you. So manifesting magic comes from the inside first, comes from your intention, but not just like blah, 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 blah. This is what I want. You best embody that shit. Get into your future self. Make sure your future self becomes it. And you just shift timelines towards that direction. Intention, intention, intention. Spirit is here for us. Not to just feel peace, but to feel abundant, to feel love, to feel all of the things to get massive healing. And right now, we have to remember our magical side, because there's so many people out of their magic. They're just butthurt and whiny and tantrumy and paranoid and doing, like, going the opposite direction of what you want to manifest. So stay in the magic zone, be sovereign, unplug from toxic streams of news stations and stuff like that. And I want to tell you that today is the kickoff of Love Fest. I forgot to pull up the schedule. So Love Fest is we've been live streaming, me and my graduates of the Angel Alchemy Academy. We have been live streaming for many of the days of shelter in place. Some of us are still shelter in place, but we wanted to bring you beautiful content, fun content, inspiring content, instead of the shit stream that you see happening everywhere else, or many other places. So this is Love Fest as opposed to Shit Fest, and we have 3 to 4 live streams a day of channeling and inspiration and classes. You'll see some Akashic Record stuff, some angel yoga. Jen Goodwin is here. She's doing angel yoga. And I'm not sure it's Sonia Carey. Sonia was doing astrology. I know she's here, but I don't know if she's on the schedule. I'm not sure. Sonia, are you doing astrology this time? But we have all kinds of channelers. So today after me, what's this, the 13th? At 10 a.m. Oh, Jen. Jen's angel yoga. She's right here. So join her for some angel yoga. She's got a sparkling personality. And we have Christine Donnelly coming in at noon with Healing from the Angels. And so there's only 3 live streams today. So each day we have at least 3 live streams. Usually they're 2 hours apart. So 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. Mine will always be at 8 a.m. for 3 more Wednesdays. Let's see here. And then on Saturday we have 4 live streams. So look at the schedule. We just posted it in this group. I think it's posted up top, so you should be able to see it. It's super bright and sparkly. And Jennifer's doing Soul Cleanse right now too. Awesome. So you combine Soul Cleanse with a little cash magic. Let's see what happens there. So let us know in this group if you have any interesting money situation come your way. Post in the group about any money magic that happens for you. Again, do this exercise at least a couple of days to really anchor it in. And, 3, it's a magic number. We all know that. All right, you guys. So party on, everyone. Thanks for coming. And I'll see you next Wednesday at 8 a.m. Booyah. Adios.